Edit. Namaskar everyone. Today is a really big day of celebration in my world, and I want to share this with you, our YouTube family. Why? Well, 2 years ago I started a project that I really couldn't talk about. I decided that after so many years of studying Indian cuisine, I wanted to write a book. And yes, I've written many books before, not about Indian cuisine, but this one was going to be special because I think one of the most important things we can do is be vulnerable. So today, I get to share the upcoming book, The Soul of Spice, that you can find right here. But let's talk about the setting for this book. First of all, this is not just a cookbook. Yes, it is a cookbook. There's over 150 recipes in here from all across the subcontinent. It is really beautiful. I am so proud that there are incredible people who contributed to this book, which we'll talk about in a second. But I want to talk about the beginning of this book and why it means so much. See, maybe you've purchased a cookbook before and you think, oh, I'm going to cook some recipes, or it sits on your shelf and collects dust. But this book is a little different. The first part's a memoir. The very first time I ever got on YouTube, I sat down in my chair and in one take, I spilled my soul. I talked about how a guy who looks like this has studied food from the Indian subcontinent for over 16 years. I talked about Indra, my first mentor. I subsequently talked about my current mentor and dear friend, Dr. Kurush Dalal. And I spilled my soul. I never expected more than 10 people to ever watch it on YouTube, but I think it sits at over 150 or 200,000 views, which I don't even know how I did. I am one person who is a chef, who works a ton, who just spilled his soul. And somehow, you watching this, yes, you watching this, you connected with it. And for a moment in time, we crossed borders, we crossed international waters, and we looked into each other's soul, and we connected. And that's what I've built this platform on. I've built this platform on the simple act that food unites us way more than it divides us. Now, yes, there's divisions amongst food, and before I go off in a huge rant, I want to bring it back to the center, back to us meeting. Well, that connection of soul, that connection of you and me, the viewer and the person who is passionate about this, transcended time. We're coming up on 80,000 subscribers, and I never in my wildest dreams could imagine my life would take me here, and that's honest. But today, The Soul of Spice gets its first rendition out into the world. Now, the book comes out in late October, early November of this year, 2025. So if you're watching this later on, there's a good chance it's probably out. If you're watching this currently, there's a good chance you can pre-order it right now. But I want to tell you the beginning story. And I put together a beautiful trailer that I'm going to put into this video that encapsulates so much of my soul. It starts with a voicemail from my mother. Now, if you don't know, my mother passed in 2018. My mom was my everything. She was my only family. She was my biggest supporter. She was my best friend. I was really lucky to have a mother like her. Every single day since then, I've missed her. And I think when we lose somebody so dear to us, maybe you, watching this right now, have lost somebody so dear to you. As time starts to pass, we start to wonder so many things. Would they be proud of us? We start to wonder what their life would be like. We start to wonder what our life will be like without them in it. And I think, to be honest, I'm still navigating that. But I know one thing for sure. This book, The Soul of Spice, that comes out, is a tribute to her. Now, it's a tribute to so many people I've met along the way. Maybe some of you watching this, some of you I will be meeting. But the reality is this. I wanted to create a book that showed why Indian food became so important to me. Now, I started learning Indian cuisine long before my mother passed, but it wasn't until her passing that the food changed. Food changed for me at that point. My first memory of food takes place in this book. There's a young version of Keith, who's very young, who runs out with his mom in the beginning of the morning in a very cold day to stand in line for a box of food because we grew up really poor. See, The thing of it is I remember these moments very, very clearly. It was the first moment I ever had of food, and I wanted to document that, to bring the viewer and the reader on this incredible ride that has been my life so far. When your first memories of food are food insecurity, well, it shapes the way that you change your life. It subsequently changed my profession. The last many years, I've studied with incredible food historians. I've traveled to India. I've listened. I've stood in homes of aunties. We've had roti together. I've learned so much from you guys, and I cannot thank you for all of your comments, all of your learning, all of your kindness on this journey. But let's be honest, this journey, it's not going anywhere. We're going to keep learning and growing. And in my book, The Soul of Spice, not only are we capturing incredible memories and incredible recipes that I've learned along the way, but we're capturing the soul, the atma of what Indian cuisine is. And now that's very hard to do. I want to first say that. I don't know if I did it perfectly. That's up to you, the reader, when you get the book and you get to hold it in your hands. But there's some special things about this book that I do think bring about that soul. The first is an incredibly beautiful foreword by Dr. Kurush Dalal. See, Dr. Kurush Dalal has been my mentor, my dear, dear friend, and somebody I admire so much. I often say to my friends that Kurush has forgotten more than I would ever know about Indian cuisine. And so to have his blessing on this book, to have his incredible honor of writing these words to the foreword, it's emotional. I have always looked up to Kurush since the moment that I heard him speak on the Real Food podcast by Vikram Doctor in 2020. Ever since then, I always was fascinated by the depth of knowledge that Dr. Kurush Dalal has, and to call him friend has been one of the best blessings of my life. To have him write these words, I think that what you're going to read when you read it is going to really, really just codify why Indian cuisine is so beautiful. His words are just poetic and beautiful, and I cannot thank him enough. Really, it's such a great honor. From the foreword, we go into my story, and my story is a hard one because I do talk about the death of my mother. I talk about how it changed me from a chef, how it changed me as a person. We talk a lot about in the book the struggle that I went through from the time of her passing to the time that I sold my part of the restaurant to walking away from it all. But the reality is The Soul of Spice is not just another cookbook. The Soul of Spice is a love letter to Indian cuisine. It's a love letter to memory. It's a love letter to grief. It's a love letter to healing. It's a love letter to Indian cuisine throughout the streets, throughout the subcontinent, from the nicest places to the places at a simple, humble home where somebody's cooking from their atma. In this book, you're going to find some wonderful guest chefs, some home cooks, and some people that I've met along my journey in the last 16 years who have become so important to me. I don't want to spoil all the people that you'll be reading about in this book who offered some beautiful, beautiful pieces of advice, who offered some unbelievable food. It is a distinct honor of my life to feature them because they are the soul of this cuisine. They were born into it. They took it. They made it a part of who they are. It is their culture. It is the fabric of their DNA. I am just a guest. They are the host. So to be able to feature them has been a massive, massive honor in my life. But we're not done there. On the back cover, you will find some of the people that I look up to the most. Some of the biggest names in Indian cuisine in the entire world have lent their voice to give me a recommendation on this book, and to say that I am humbled would not even begin to scratch the surface of how I feel. Overwhelmed is how I feel. Like Vikas Khanna. Vikas is a legend. Vikas is a dear friend, somebody who I've had the unbelievable honor of spending a good amount of time with over the last couple of years, getting to know more, getting to hear what grief has done in his life, how it's transformed him as a person. Vikas is a beautiful, beautiful soul, and somebody who genuinely is the person that you see. This wonderful heart, this wonderful chef, this brilliant mind, and somebody who wants to give back to the world. For him to take a moment, for somebody as small as me, for somebody as just insignificant in this world of Desi cuisine as me, for him, this giant, this man who is undoubtedly going to go down as one of the most legendary chefs of all time, to have his words on my book, it feels like somebody else's life. It's a dream. In that you will see my dear friend Chintan Pandya. If you don't know Chef Chintan Pandya, he's from Dhamaka in New York City. He has won James Beard as best chef in New York City. His food, his passion, his friendship means so much to me. Chintan and I have been able to spend a lot of time together over the course of many years now. And I really cannot explain how beautiful the food he puts out is, how delicious, how it feels like just a warm hug, right? To have his words and his really recommendation for this book means so much. My dear friend Maneet Chauhan from Chopped and from Food Network. Maneet is just one of the most kind, humble, and brilliant chefs that I've been able to work with, from doing pop-ups together to spending time. Maneet is somebody I am so genuinely proud to call my friend, somebody I look up to, somebody I admire, and somebody we should all give a great round of thanks to for putting Indian cuisine to the forefront of American cuisine into the world. She's done a great service. And then finally, last but never least, the incredible Michelin star winning, James Beard winning Vijay Kumar of Sema. Chef Vijay Kumar is a kind and humble soul with a passion for food from the South. Sema is an institution in New York, winning best restaurant in New York. For him to put his kind words to this book and giving it a letter of recommendation is mind-blowing to me. I've looked up to Vijay. We once in a while get to talk, and he always says I'm inspiring him too, which I still can't even wrap my mind around, because his cuisine, his culture, the food that he puts out is so thoughtful and so beautiful. So to be able to connect with that and have these people write and say kind words about me, wow. Honestly, I'm genuinely overwhelmed. And I hope that you feel that as I'm saying it, because it is genuine. I am so taken back and so honored to have them here. This isn't just a cookbook. This is my soul. Now, it's called The Soul of Spice, and it comes out late October, early November. And if you're watching this from India, don't worry, because today I have two major announcements. The first is that the book will be widely available all across India. I will put links in the description. I will put links all over as I continue to do videos. And subsequently, it's going to lead me to my next most important news. There will be a book tour, and I will be back in India. So when you purchase this book, I'm going to put a list of dates as they start to become available. I know that I will be in Mumbai. We will be orchestrating a wonderful book signing. I need all of you to come out. Bring your friends, bring your family. I want to see them. I want to meet every single one of you. This is finally our opportunity for us to share food together, to share times together. And when you purchase the book, I will gladly and happily sign every single book, no matter how many people are there. I will bring Dr. Kurush Dalal along with me so that he may sign this book too, so you may meet somebody who is my mentor, the man I look up to. I really hope to see you. All of the dates will be in this video, and if you don't see them in the description, don't worry. We will do an entirely separate video talking about the book signings, the details, where we can meet when I am back in Mumbai in this October. But it is official. I'm coming back to India, and I'm coming back for some book signings. I'm going to work on some other dates outside of Mumbai as well. Maybe Delhi. I'd like to try to hit Goa, Bangalore. There's so many places that I would like to visit. I will work on that. I promise. I'm doing my best I can as a solo guy here. But this is an opportunity if you're in the Mumbai area or can be in the Mumbai area. I would love to meet you. We're going to work on all of the details. But yes, I'm coming back to India. I'm coming back first and foremost, always, as a student. So please, let's meet up. Let's break bread together, as we say in the West. Let's have some food together. Let's have some chai or kapi. South Indian filter coffee is my jam. If you don't know that already, I love it. Let's have some food together. Let us talk. Please come meet Dr. Kurush Dalal, who is beyond brilliant and somebody who I know you will all connect with. Many of you might know him already, but we will be together signing my new book, The Soul of Spice. Thank you so much for considering purchasing this book. I know that every single rupee that is spent on this means so much. I will always find ways to give back. I know today wasn't this extravagant food video that you're used to, but today was an important one to me. And so I hope that you watching this can connect with this. I hope that you see the passion that is coming through. And thank you for following my journey, because without you, I'm not here. So together we have made The Soul of Spice.
Hi, Keith, this is your mom. The nurse wants me to go into the emergency room because she said the falls are happening too often, especially with the balance. Take care. Love you. Bye-bye.
It started with a question I couldn't answer. Who am I without her?
All right. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Thank you.
All right, do you want to take a selfie?
I have no idea what that is.
There we go. That's a better picture, Hammer. You look beautiful today. You just laughed? That was a compliment. You look beautiful today.
Thank you.
Very good. All right, want to take a selfie?
I still don't know what that is.
All right, you'll find out.
And what is home when the person who made it is gone? Grief doesn't speak English. Mine spoke in turmeric, black cardamom, and mustard seed. When I went back to the stove, because it was the only place I felt connected, I also felt lost. This book isn't just a cookbook. It's a love letter to the cuisine that saved me. It's a tribute to the people who fed me, taught me, and healed me with food. I traveled to India, sat with aunties in roadside dabas, took notes in home kitchens that had no recipe, just rhythm, memory, and love. Whether you're a chef, a home cook, or someone just trying to reconnect with your roots, this book is for you. For every dish, there's a story, and this is mine.